What's caught your eye, or what's the conversational trend that's caught your eye at the moment?
Yeah, I think the big thing that I've been hearing from conversations with people is how do you bridge the gap between the people who are the boots on the ground and all the experts that are in this room today with us at NexusCon who maybe know a lot more or maybe have a different kind of skill set that unfortunately others may not have.
I'm probably pretty biased since no one's solving the independent data layer, but I've worked at many technology companies, I've worked at many service companies. Technology is coming into buildings and it's coming in more and more. And the more companies that come into this space, the more people start realizing actually the first step to any solution is step one, which is I need to get the data and I need to structure the data and I need to make it available to a bunch of people. So while all these technology companies are amazing and they all have their own purpose and solve some really cool problems, for me, the biggest problem in the industry is how do we make data available consistently and at the right price point to enable any technology stack, or even just to enable data-driven consulting or services. If the quicker we can get to the point where data is available for everyone in a structured format, the more technology that's going to come into the buildings.
So I think as a whole, I know smart buildings traditionally has started, or technology in general has started around the energy savings. That's great, it's almost needed, but I feel that's table stakes at this point. It's easy from the standpoint, it's easy to have this ROI, which especially in the US, everyone really needs. But we're really focused on the building and the people itself. So really looking at real estate, looking at people, and really we hope at some point that almost becomes more the focus, where I know in other parts of the world, really the people are more prioritized, where here again, it's really kind of the energy and for there. So that's really kind of our goal, is to hope really, carry that along.
Trends-wise, I think data interoperability, cybersecurity, these are topics that have come up a lot. But one consistent theme that I kept hearing over and over as the conversation went on was we're finally moving past trial and error phase, where there is now some institutional sharing of knowledge that's happening between the owner community, where they're all sharing processes, and it feels like there's a more structured approach to evaluating technology, to rolling out technology. And of course, there's people at either end of that spectrum, some people that do it really well, others that will do it well. But one thing that I was very happy to see in a lot of the owner panels that I sat in on was that there is now processes in place that these enterprises are following as they test out technology in their spaces.
Well, I'm going to clickbait with AI, but I will say that here the conversation was really grounded in reality around AI, and I very much appreciate that. Not vaporware, but actually how are we deploying it. But I would say a through line for NexusCon continues to be solving the operational issues at buildings that get better outcomes for the occupants. And we're learning and we're transitioning our language and our focus to that outcome, which is working here. Appreciate that here.
I don't know if I would call it sparked my interest right now, but something I found very interesting at this conference, and kind of seeing the whole trend around AI, and 90% of everything in smart building space has sort of been going around AI, and learning from a lot of the building owners out there that use these tools that promote AI have said that it's just not ready for prime time yet. And it is adding value, but it's not quite at the level where people expect it to be at this point. And I think it's a very interesting thing for us, because we're looking at investing into AI solutions. How do we help customers crunch just tons of data and really help them get value out of that? But some of the AI implementations out there, it just doesn't seem like it's quite giving customers what they need.